I wanna tell you how I love you in poetry. I've been doing so for 15 years. Haven't received a reply from you yet. Haven't received a reply from you yet. The first year I wrote you a letter every day. So desperately I wrote down everything I had to say. I licked each stamp with confidence I'd never give up, determined to give you all my heart's saliva. The second year I was still as reckless as could be. My house had caught a blaze, but it still didn't bother me. And even without noticing, my clothes caught fire too. And by the time I saw it, I was pretty much nude. The third year I had calmed down, becoming more mature. Although I felt I'd reached the limits of my literature, I publicized my Mixie journal for all to see. Though my Mixie maxed out the counter very quickly. The fourth year I decided to submit a brochure. Branching out into social issues was quite an allure. My vast amount of poems I happily released. I laughed at work as I quit, my dream will not cease. I wanna tell you how I love you in poetry. I've been doing so for 15 years. I haven't received a reply from you yet. Haven't received a reply from you yet. The fifth year I was a poetry professional. I captivated women of many ages as well. But since I'm so mature and composed and steady, they all look like radishes when they're compared to me. The sixth year I had worked too hard, my body ruined. The number of things I wrote were over 2,000. Every bone was broken, black and blue I had been. All organs had been damaged by my hectic routine. The seventh year I found that I was in perfect form, comparing me to things that were nothing of the norm. Perhaps you're really intense like extreme ironing. Perhaps you're like an inner space compound just floating. The eighth year rolled around and I had not changed one bit, comparing me to everything, anything that fits. Perhaps you're like winning in 16 sumo tournaments, or an AMP, a glutamine receptor transmit. I wanna tell you how I love you in poetry. I've been doing so for 15 years. I haven't received a reply from you yet. Haven't received a reply from you yet. The ninth year I was injured in a freak accident. My head suffered the most, memories soon did descend. Even though I couldn't even remember my own name, I still remembered you and my feelings were the same. The 10th year passed right by me into the 11th year. My memories didn't return, my mind still wasn't clear. All I knew was I loved you, those feelings will not die. The only thing I wanted from you was a reply. The 12th year to the 13th, nothing came back to me. It seemed as though I'd never recover my memories. The fact that I still loved you kept me from going mad. Those feelings deep inside for you were all that I had. The 14th year arrived and they still hadn't come back. Every day was so frightening, my mind was left pitch black. I desperately wanted to see your face again. Just wanted to speak with you, oh now will that happen? The 15th year my memories finally came to me. I remembered so suddenly I couldn't stop crying, because now I had recalled as I watched my tears flow that you had passed away and left me 15 years ago. I wanna tell you how I love you in poetry. If I pop them up, will they maybe reach you one day in your former room? I'm keeping them all, watching the words of my love growing tall. I know that right now I couldn't see you anymore, yet still I love you and I always will. I thought that maybe we could meet here then, yet you keep disappearing once again. I wanna tell you how I love you in poetry. I've been writing you letters for 16 years. I haven't received a reply from you yet. Haven't received a reply from you yet.